to school, to go to commissary, to get his hair cut, and, you know, he may have to go over to see parole, and he could go anywhere in that jail, but he would need a pass. He's restricted by that pass, and then when he gets to his designation, the officer at that post would sign his pass in time to make sure we know where he's at. And then we also have to account for him on a log sheet, so when he does leave the block, we log him out and log him back in.
So when you're working in the block, there are obvious care, custody, and control duties of the CO1.
Almost definitely.
Okay. And when these major line movements occur, is there a heightened sense of security during those line movements?
Yes.
And why is that?
Well, you never know what, you get a bunch of inmates together, it's like anything else, you know, big crowds. I mean, we've seen it in Los Angeles, what happens, you know. You get a lot of people in one spot, and bad people in one spot. They don't like one another. Things happen, and things happen very fast. So we need to have people there to make sure that it does happen, that we can secure that as quickly as possible.
You've also worked in a post position as a hearing escort officer. What's that position?
Hearing escort officer, basically, there's a hearing examiner that works for the Department of Corrections. The hearing examiner acts as a magistrate would outside on the street. An inmate would receive an infraction, we call it misconduct. So if he would misbehave in any way, the officer or anybody in that institution has the option to write the inmate up for the infraction. Then what would happen is the inmate would come up to the hearing and he would basically state his case to the hearing examiner, and the hearing examiner would implement a sanction anywhere from, you know, counseling to restricted housing unit, depending on what the infraction would be.
Do they do a breakdown in there?
Yes. Yes.
So I take it some of them are very not happy?
Very angry. Very angry people. Yeah, very angry.
And in your experience, have there been incidents of attempted assaults or things of that nature?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Now, there's two types of hearings. There's the general population and then there's the RHU hearings. Are those two different types of hearings?
Yes.
Locations or?
There are two separate locations and two separate general population inmates are still actually in general population, where the RHU inmates are locked up. You know, they're 24/7 or locked up.
Okay. And where do they conduct the misconduct hearing for the RHU inmates?
We do them in the RHU. There's a separate area where we have to escort the inmate off the pod that he's on, and there's two officers that have to escort this inmate through the area, and we'll take him in a room, and the hearing examiner will conduct the hearing for the inmate.
Okay. And at the RHU hearings, have there been more incidents at those types of hearings?
Yes, the RHU, I mean, basically, most of those inmates, for some reason, want to be there, and they really don't care. So we run into a lot of incidents with, you know, inmates just jumping up, going after the hearing examiner, you know, pushing the officer. You know, the inmate's mad, we take him back to the cell, he spits on the officer. They're just the worst of the worst back there.
Okay. The hearing room for general population is, what type of, is it just like a regular conference room?
It is basically a conference room. It's a general room with some modifications.
Okay. Now, the hearing room for the general population inmates has changed though, has it not?
Yes, it has.
And what significant change has occurred in the hearing room for general population?
I've been actually a hearing escort officer since 1997, and basically the inmate would come in, sit on a chair in the room, just me and the hearing examiner. In the last swivel constantly. You're always checking to make sure that your staff are safe, that the inmates aren't acting up. I mean, you're just constantly, I don't know if you want to say you're on edge, but you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Thank you, Officer Storm. That's all I have.
Any questions on this?
Just a couple of quick follow-up questions. You described the prototypical prison, I guess, model, and I'll turn it over.
That's what it is.
See, it is those computers.
As a college campus type environment. Throughout the course of the typical shift for someone in your position, how much contact do you have with inmates throughout?
You have constant contact with the inmates.
Percentage, 90% of the time?
100% of the time?
I have nothing further.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Well, at this point, let me, we'd like to show, we've talked about the specialized position that are throughout the Department of Corrections. And one area that we'd like to expand upon is what's called the extraction team. Jason, briefly, what is the extraction team?
The extraction team at Huntington is made up of CERT team members that you work in the RHU. If you have an inmate that won't come out of the cell or has the pothole held hostage, whatever, and we have to go in.
What? What kind of hostage?
Pothole. A little aperture in the door, you open it up, you can cuff them through it, feed them through it. Sorry. Wicked. There's all sorts of names for it.
Okay.
That if an inmate is in there and he's ready to go to work, he's maybe all greased up, floor soaked up, we have a crew that assembles, you'll see it on the video, that they're organized. It's not just get 10 guys together and go in there and get it. Everybody has a specialty, cuffs, shackles, even, handheld even, the even shield, high right, high left, low. Everybody has a job to do.
Okay. Well, we're going to play this video, and then if you could, throughout the video, just give us some brief explanation on what's going on. Thank you.
Right here, this is the lieutenant that's in charge. He's given a briefing at the beginning.
Cell extraction of FK 7293 Victor.
He reads all the information of it, lets them know what's going on.
Inmate Victor has refused all orders to move. As a matter of fact, I just received information.
He breaks the situation down. Here they go, they're going through the officers, what they're doing, making sure their equipment operates, the handcuffs, the shackles.
Number 4 man
First
on
two,
the low right.
there you
People have a
go.
handheld eBay.
Giving you all the,
That's Officer Grove. No. Number 5 man, Officer Powell, will go live.
this is what they do.
Prepare shack. Officer Goodman will be the handheld camera operator.
Who was the female there?
The nurse.
What's up with the handheld camera operator?
Everything's videotaped.
Why is that?
Protection, you have a report right there.
Assuming that's the false charges that we have, right?
They're going into the cell now. Usually the lieutenant will give the officer or the inmate one more order, one more chance to move. At this point, he comes up to the door, and you'll see that all of a sudden you say, crack the biscuit, open the door, he's hanging up. Open the door, in they go. Next thing you know, the inmate really wasn't gonna try to hang up. It was employed, he's resisting the whole way through. There they go. You're gonna give the orders to stop resisting, get on the floor, do those things, try to, going to maintain control of the inmate. And as you see, it's not always an easy task.
Inmate was attempting to hang up as we entered the cell.
During this whole time, that they are working as a team, as I said at the beginning, high right, high left, low. They're giving the inmate instructions throughout the entire thing. Also, the lieutenant involved are in charge of it. They get control of it, it comes out. As you see, they moved him to the other cell where he was supposed to go, where he refused to go. They're going to put him in there. They go to unrestrain him, tell him to remain in the bed. They take everything off of him. He's not complying there either. When it's all said and done, they back out of the cell, close the door. Uncuff. Then you'll see that the nurse will come